Hi Aquarius, this is Priscilla, Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your May reading. Let's see what's going on with my beautiful Aquarian family. So hopefully, so far it's been a good month for you. I'm doing a little bit of a different reading. Number one, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I have been told by 2 people that maybe my readings are too long. So I'm going to go ahead and shorten them and see how that takes. And then also I'm doing readings from my new place. And so I want to share the outside with you because it's really peaceful. The only thing I wish I would have done differently this morning is get out here earlier because I can hear traffic. I don't know how that's going to translate into a reading. But Aquarius, what's going on here? I have the 3 of air, so some heart pain. Maybe you have to do some chakra work, releasing some pain. This is about betrayal. This is about, see how she's like holding her hands like above her heart, protecting her heart. I feel like there could be people gossiping about you and you know about it, you feel about it, you don't like maybe necessarily have proof. And if so, I'm really sorry about that. If that's not in the current energy, this could be about a really deep old wound, or plural, it could be wounds that you really haven't gotten over, that you haven't processed. There's, again, a lot of blue. You're not speaking your truth. You're definitely covering up your heart. And also, I think she's even holding her hand, at her voice box right here, like covering that as well, which is interesting. I never really noticed that before. But I feel like you have one person on your side who will tell you the truth, who's with you through thick and thin. They don't really care, but I do feel like you have 2 gossipers around you that feel entitled to your information. Like when you share with them, I would say be careful who you share with because they're not really your friends. And I feel like this is more family, by the way. Specifically, I feel like they're aunts, that kind of a thing. And if that's not the case, I would just look at family, okay, or people you consider family. Let's see, a messenger of water. I feel like this is of an emotional nature. And again, because this does deal with emotions, even though this is a 3 of swords and about a lot of pain and betrayal, you know, it's very emotional. And I feel like you're getting your own messages. Think about this little seahorse. I love the seahorses because I guess I heard they mate for life. I'm not totally sure if that's factual, but these guys are really feisty and they're going to fight for you, and they're ferocious. They're self-sufficient in a lot of ways, but I feel like you are getting messages of an emotional nature through spirit, basically, through this little guy. It could be like a little whisper, a little voice, like, I wonder if I should really trust that person, or what's going on there. That doesn't feel right to you. If it doesn't feel right, you know it isn't right. And the reason why it's an element of water I'm feeling is that it's going to kind of be of an emotional nature, because when you're already in a vulnerable position of the 3 of swords and feeling like some heartache and pain, and there's a lot of blue around, again, maybe you have spoken your truth and now you're shutting your throat chakra off. You're holding it actually simply because other people have gossiped or talked about you or things like that that were really unfair and uncalled for. So I think that you intuitively, you know this to be true. If this is resonated, that's not awesome, but it's a confirmation that you're going to get through it. We're going to get through it together. So hopefully I can give you a couple of tips and tricks to kind of work your way through this and give you a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm very familiar with that 3 of swords energy. Aquarius, I'm so sorry about that. One more thing about this energy is you have this little conch shell here. I don't know if you can even really see it. Excuse me, but this talks a lot to me about hearing. So you could be really clairaudient, or just developing those skills, or have them your whole life and never really paid attention, something like that. So show me why this messenger of water is here. Why is this here? I feel like you're basically being told, hey, there's people in your life that you can't trust. Yeah, the world. So this has to do with endings, and I feel like endings on a couple of different levels, not just like an ending that caused you your heartache and your betrayal and whatever that was that got revealed, but also an ending to trusting in people that are not trustworthy. Okay, Aquarius, so it's going to be really important that you file that in your mental compartment. I even see a card right here, and I feel like it's saying, you know what, it's the world moving on. You've conquered that, you've achieved. It was like a 1-2 punch, and sometimes a 1-2 punch can get you right in the nose and bloody us up a little bit, which I feel like that's what's happened, but that is done with, and you can choose to put it in your mental files and move on, but you can take your power back from this. And I really love to see that for you. The world is about successfully accomplishing something that wasn't easy necessarily, but you're moving on to something different. So you have gotten the medal for ending that cycle. And let's keep it moving. Aquarius, what do Aquariuses have to look forward to in May 2021? If you like this reading, also please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That would let me know that you're paying attention at least. I definitely want to start making more videos to keep it coming. Okay, the devil. So we can be thinking a little bit, overthinking, a little bit of obsessive thinking, maybe about what that heartache is, and things that are not really going to be conducive to you moving on. I get it. I really, really do get it. It's easy to be stuck in an energy where we kind of want to chew things over and over in our minds. Just be careful that you're not kind of overdoing it. Aquarius, this is not a judgment call, but I'm going to tell you that with the devil card, this could be anything. This could be sex. This could be porn. This could be an addiction to food, to alcohol, to drugs, to popping pills, anything like that. So anything that you're doing that's really harming yourself, overeating, or eating for the fun of it, right? Any of those things can be taken. Anything in excess can really hurt you. So that's just a warning that you need to kind of be aware of. If you're drinking too much, please kind of try to slow down. Not a judgment. I've been there, done that, honestly. But for your own health. And know that, you know what? People are here to support you. It's just that you have to see who those people are and who they are not as well. Sag. No. Aquarius. I don't know where that came from. Maybe you're dealing with the Sag. Okay, so we have the Strength card. Aquarius, I don't know. I feel like this is just saying that you have the inner strength, the inner fortitude to be able to move on from this situation, that you are going to overcome, that you do not need to crutch on whatever it is that you think you want to crutch on and medicate on, simply because you have the inner fortitude. You've been through so many trials and errors. And I think about these like scrubby pads, the Brillo pads that are called, this one's called Scrubbo soap pads. Shines aluminum fast. And this is, I mean, if you think about it, you're trying to shine a pan up, it could take quite a bit of elbow grease and just the right tools to do it. So I love this. I also love the yellow popping out of all these cards. This is telling me that maybe you're focusing on your solar plexus, and this is like the I am. This is what I stand for. I feel like you're finding your center, like who you are, Aquarius, authentically, more so than you ever have before. Excuse me. Aquarius, I feel like you have a lot of fire also to offer. Like you can kind of light things in flame if you need to, but you have learned and chosen to tame your inner demons, your inner beast, in order to function in a more peaceful way, in a more authentic manner as well. Okay, so I like that for you. Okay, so a lot of messages back and forth. This could be about love, but whatever it is, it's super fast. You may want to slow down the energy just a minute, because you can make a mistake, or by rushing too fast, you can miss the mark or miss some red flags, things like that. So that is a little bit of a caution there, Aquarius, and it can cause you a little bit of pain. But also, I'm going to say with the Five of Cups, this is like looking back. Once again, looking at the past. If you're messaging people that have hurt you in the past or going over it in your head, and undergoing like a lot of texting or messages or whatever, it can actually cause you to be in the same energy, even if it's with different people. Aquarius, you know, we repeat cycles and we kind of act out behaviors without thinking, so you can actually be acting something out, and then it can put you in the energy of, I'm thinking about the good times. The Five of Cups is what I lost. Look at the good times, they're gone. How come they can't be that way again? And really reminiscing, okay, and pulling your hair out, because she literally is pulling her hair out. So Aquarius, we definitely don't want that. We want your hair on your head where it belongs, this glorious head of yours. And I want you to be able to, like, if you look at this card, hopefully it comes across well in this video, but there are 2 martini glasses here still standing, and this is about the 2 of Cups. This is about what brings you joy, what brings you the 2 of Cups is like that deep friendship, that simpatico friendship with the lovely. So anything like that is going to be really good for you to focus on, versus looking at what you've lost. And I totally get it. I mean, and when we're ready to move on, that's great. Maybe even setting aside some time and writing out in a journaling. I feel like I need to do this myself. The things that you've lost that have caused you pain, setting that aside and some time aside, writing it down, and then saying, okay, when my time's up, I'm up and I can let it go, or whatever next step you need. Maybe on a separate piece of paper when that time is up. Set another timer and say, okay, what have I learned from all of these painful ordeals? Okay, if it's 1, 2, or 3, whatever. And for example, you know, having a really bad breakup or something that really caused you to feel betrayed or backstabbed. It's like, I personally have learned from those situations. I ignored red flags. I let people get away with what they shouldn't have gotten away with. I didn't stand up for myself. I didn't set firm boundaries. Like, if you cross this, it's not a force, but if you cross this, you've chosen to cross my boundary, and therefore I'm shutting you out, or a consequence, whatever your boundary is. So things like that. I've learned how to trust my intuition a lot more. I've learned how to trust when I get that feeling in my gut that says, you know what, this isn't right. In spite of what people are saying, I know this isn't right, and yet you ignore that, and that causes you pain. Well, it's like Spirit saying, I told you, and you have to listen to yourself, versus what people try to portray or show you, because that will hurt you. People, unfortunately, are really out for themselves a lot of times, so we have to watch out for our own spirit and our own energy, okay? So I'd like to know why this reading is out here for Aquarius, okay? Why do we have these cards out here? Why do we have cycles in the world and all of this, like, heartache and betrayal? Gossipers. What are you dealing with, Aquarius? What's going on here? Family room. So it has to do, I feel like, family drama. I don't know why. Some of you it's going to be family drama. Can also be community of choice. If you belong to groups and things like that, that can also be, if you moderate groups, whatever the case may be, it could have something to do with that. Somewhere where people actually gather and discuss things, or have a close tie that you consider yourselves family, a family of choice, or a blood family. So again, I'm getting a reference on family. Sorry about all the noise. I'm going to do this earlier in the day in the future. This is a main male, so there could be one person in particular that's on your mind, a main male that takes center stage. Maybe it was, you know, centered around this person. He has something to do with it, but that's in the forefront. But on distant horizons, it's like, where do you want to set your anchor? It's going to be really important for you to anchor in the right place, okay? Because, and what I'm saying is, I have the Thief right here. So when you go under distant horizons, there's a lot of like cloud energy here. To me, that's like cloudy thinking, not clear. You're not really sure, but you're looking at the future and stuff like that. If you're not really sure, then don't set your anchor there. You want to look at the bottom if you have one of those, like, I don't know what they're called technically, but if you go boating and you know that you have those sonic, like, ultrasound things that you can see into the water, and go, okay, well, there are rocks here we can anchor, or it's pure sand. The anchor is going to do nothing, basically. You want to make sure that the anchor is going to be placed in a good, solid position so that you're not like whipped around by the tides of life, basically. That was dramatic. Anyways, Aquarius, I also see the nod to the little seahorse. It's very much, I feel like I'm going to keep all these cards and put them at the end of your reading. I didn't do that for anyone else but Aquarius. I'm going to do it for you. I might do it for my future readings this month. But if you look closely at this, you have birds in the air, you have your intuition, you can set your intention and even scout out there. For those of you that are into the woo-woo world like me, you can actually do remote viewing. That would be effective, believe it or not. It would be fun to kind of try out too. But distant horizons, you want to anchor somewhere that's going to be safe. Don't look just at the bottom and how that's going to really hold the anchor, because that anchor, again, if it's all sand, you can be dragged and whipped all around until the anchor hits something solid to latch onto. But likewise, looking around you and making sure that that's where you want to anchor yourself and your hopes and your dreams, your future. I would say also just be careful of the thief. I'm going to get some clarification on this. And again, I'm going to put these all together so that you can see your own cards, and then you can pause the video if you would like and go ahead and take a closer look. But this is somebody who's taking stuff that doesn't belong, and I kind of want to clarify. So let's clarify with these guys. This is a light seer tarot. Why do we have the thief here for Aquarius? I want to know. Okay. This is somebody who feels like it's my way or the highway, Aquarius. This is somebody who is, I'm not even looking at the chessboard. I got this. This is somebody who isn't invested in you. This could be a parent, but if this is a romantic relationship or a boss, this is somebody who feels like they have ultimate authority. It's not going to go any other way. They don't have to look at the chessboard to play chess. They feel like they know it all. There's like an element of arrogance here. I frankly don't like it. They do get messages from spirit, but they tend to kind of like let it wash around them, and I don't know if they really listen, to be honest. So the thief is here just saying that somebody with this energy can push you out of your healing process, your healing element, excuse me. Yeah, because they are surrounded by yellow. This is like what they desire. So don't let anyone derail you because they feel like they have all the answers. I feel like you need to come up with your own answers. Your own spirit is going to give you answers. It's going to be really, really, really important that you follow your own intuition and not be led by somebody who wants to take charge because they're used to it and they feel entitled. This guy's a pompous ass. I'm just going to say that, okay? So with that, I'm going to leave you, Aquarius. Again, if this reading resonated, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And with that, I will leave you.